Okay, No Man's Sky, let's start a new game. Normal mode. The intro actually does head you into a bit of a tutorial, but sometimes it's not as obvious what you're trying to do. So hopefully this may make things a little easier.
Geokinetic system online. Scanner damaged. Repair required. Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Okay, radioactive planet. Starting off with... Okay, so it's... Alright, it's finished with that. Starting off with the broken scanner, but at least the mining beam works. So, we'll start looking for things we can zap.
Radiation protection void.
And... I don't know what those are. Hazardous. Ooh! And that gives sodium. I'm gonna need that. Because right off the bat, we're losing... We'll need oxygen too. That is very convenient. If things don't turn out real well, you can end up struggling to survive because you're having a rough time finding sodium right off the bat in some of these worlds. Cobalt. I'll need that later, but I'll go get some now. Key thing I want right now is ferrite dust and sodium. And I don't have enough ferrite dust to fix that yet, I don't think. No, I've got 7. Ooh. I need a whole lot more. I'll just have a bunch of these since I've already figured out those could be... Alright, more ferrite dust, more ferrite dust. Not targeted when you first start out, your inventory is going to fight you the whole way because you'll keep running out of room. Alright, now I can repair the scanner. That's going to make life a little easier from here on out. Alright, now I hit C to scan and dihydrogen, which I need at some point, but right now what's probably a little more critical is sodium, but I'll grab some more ferrite dust too because there's a lot of things that are going to need that for repairs. I didn't see any sodium pop up. Oh, there it is. Alright, and since I don't have the full-blown scanner stuff right now, I can't even identify things. I'm just zapping things that I know are giving me what I need. Once we get our full scanner built, we'll be able to identify these things, get some units. Units are kind of the primary currency for a lot of stuff. Nanites are a secondary currency for other stuff. And I already forgot where that sodium was, but these I can't do yet because I don't have an Atlas Pass. This I can. That's going to help a little bit. ultimately right now, though. Okay, I didn't even see what I got. Oh, oxygen. Alright. Did I just run out? Yes. Alright, X. Recharge. Oh. Why can't I charge the mining beam? I thought I had some carbon. Well, that ain't good. Did I just hose myself? I bet I did. I'm gonna have some difficulty now. I did not realize that. What am I carrying? Nothing that will help. Gather carbon. Use Q. Oh! Okay, is this a plant? Yes. Alright. I'm back in business. I forget about that. Q is a melee strike, so that comes in useful. I never actually did this before. I've usually gotten a little luckier than this in my first stages. Alright. I gotta collect more sodium. I think I heard a spaceship go past me. Did it land? Sometimes you'll have wandering traders land by you. I don't think it would do me any good at this point because I have no units. Ooh, that'll come in handy. Those give an exosuit boost, which lasts for a very short time and it's immediate use. Recharge hazard protection. Oops, I can hit the right key here. My hand slipped on the keyboard. I was not hitting F, I was hitting G, I guess. Alright, now on one more sodium. Yes, I want to respond to that signal, but I really want to get it. I'm going to need this dihydrogen. I don't remember how much. I think 50. Oxygen, I'll want some of that. Every time you use your jetpack, you burn out on your life support, so that gets recharged with oxygen. Alright, another scan. Get some more sodium and a little bit of oxygen over here. Alright, let my jetpack recharge. Sometimes things kind of grow in the middle of other things. It gets real interesting, especially when you've got a building that you need to get into that's buried in the terrain. Things like that, but that's a side effect of procedural regeneration on all this. The AI doesn't always do as clean of a job as a person would hand mapping. Alright. Once again, I'm heading towards the ship. Gotta look for dihydrogen since it's here. Weapon charge depleted. Oh, go ahead and do that. And I'm out of carbon again. Alright. Now I need plants. I don't recall having this much difficulty getting all the carbon before, but I may have been a little more focused on it. Oh, this is a plant. Getting closer. Ooh, it's a tough plant. I'll beat this plant until I get some carbon. Oh, I've got some carbon. Alright, in that case I'll recharge and shoot it. Alright, I'm going to shoot a couple more of these because I'm going to keep running out of carbon otherwise. Try to approach this a little bit more intelligently instead of trying to focus on if the stream is working. Or actually, it's just a recording at this point. I don't plan on streaming this right now because it's kind of pointless to stream if you don't have an audience, and nobody would know that I'm streaming at this point. But at a later date, I'll try to schedule something and see if I can't get a few people involved, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright, let's look at my supply here. Not much sodium, a bit of carbon, a bit of oxygen, a wee bit of dihydrogen. I need more dihydrogen. Alright. That's not it. It looked blue. Alright, there's some more here. Alright, I'll grab some of this dihydrogen. It starts with a D. Alright. Even though it's very plentiful in the game, you'll find that you need a lot of dihydrogen, so you can't run out even in later points until you start really focusing on collecting a bit of a reserve. Ferrite dust early on is an issue, but as you get deeper in the game, you shouldn't have any problem getting plenty of it. Alright, where was that other sodium at? There. Alright, when you're running, which of course you toggle that with the shift key, if you hit Q for that and immediately hit your space bar, you'll get a much nicer use of your jetpack boost to give you more speed. It's not always easy to get the combo quite right the first time or two, but once you get the hang of it, it greatly improves your mobility. Alright, I'm just going to run on over here towards the distress beacon, and again, Q spacebar, and jetpack boost is disappointingly short in the early game. You get upgrades later that make it a lot better. See if I got any more. There's some sodium. Get a bit more of that before I get up here. I'm surprised I haven't hit a storm already. Usually in the early game I hit a storm long before I'm ready. Just in case, keep my laser charged. I need lots of carbon. Alright. Any more sodium? Nope, but here's a ship. And a distress beacon. Ooh, oxygen. I will want that because, as you can see, my life support down here on the bottom left, the white line, is about halfway down already. It's not enough that this exosuit starts yelling at me, but it's enough. I want to make sure I've got some. Boundary separation is something you see a lot in this game. 16 is something you see a lot in this game. Sentinels That's another thing you see a lot of. Anomaly. Yeah, lots of that too. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Alright, half of that doesn't seem to mean a whole lot, at least not in the early game. Alright, damaged machinery. Viscous fluids, or vicious fluids, depending on how you feel. Can't do a lot with those right now, but very shortly I will need them. Damaged container, the rusted metal. Again, I don't have the machine I need just yet to take advantage of that, but that will give us ferrite dust. So that's yet another thing. You can see how quickly you'll start building that ferrite dust in the game. More dehydrogen. D. I don't know why I'm saying D. Sodium nitrate. Okay, that's a condensed version of sodium. Much better for recharging things. Alright. That gives me a full charge with probably a little bit left over. Let's see. Yeah, I still get 10 left over. Alright, that flag flopping around. You can change your perspective to first-person view, and ordinarily I do that, but I kind of want to see what the guy does this time around, because I've never really gone very far in this third-person thing. Alright. Iteration online, that's probably me. Atlas connection, intermittent. Launch thrusters, offline. Oh, of course, it's broken. Everything's broken. Pulse engine, offline. I find myself alone in a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of it before. Am I singing? Almost. But the ship recognizes me. Controls react to my touch, or at least at the exosuit. Not dead yet. Alright, let's read the log. Unavailable. So it substitutes data. That sounds very promising. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Well, yeah, it's broken. Alright, we will repair ship systems, self-guided repair protocols. Yeah, the game's kind of goofy sometimes, but anyhow. Launch thruster critically damaged, press E to exit. Now, it's pretty much assuming that I haven't collected materials at this point. So, anyhow, it'll kind of prompt you through this part. We need metal plating, hermetic seal, dihydrogen jelly, and pure ferrite before we can take this thing off the ground. Alright, metal plating is easy. You hit your tab, go into your inventory. Let's leave the ship. We're close to the ship, so I'm seeing an inventory for the ship. That can come in handy at times. Right now, I'm going to come over to the exosuit and click on here, and right there I can craft a metal plating. Now another interesting thing you can see, I can already craft an ion battery. That will come in handy to recharge things like the hazard protection when it gets really low, but I'm not going to do that right now. Dihydrogen jelly, I already need that. What else did I need? Let's go over here for a second. The Starship C. When I click on here, these things that are blinking, I need a hermetic seal and the metal plating. I'll go ahead and click on the pulse engine, get the repair started. I don't have to ordinarily, but the tutorial wants you to, so we'll go ahead and start with the metal plating. And I can right click out of that. Let's take a launch thrusters. Again, I can do a partial repair. I'll go ahead and start it. It kind of doesn't make a lot of difference over the long haul if you start the repair or if you wait until you have all the parts. Technology slots. These are dedicated to just technology. And now this starship, a lot of people complain about the small cargo size. When you can fill out as you get different more compartments to add, you've got, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 25. But the technology slots, you have 7 by 3, so 21 technology slots. So all your things like your weapons, engines, shields, all that fun stuff, those can go into that technology slots, leaving it just so you have 25 cargo space max and 21 technology. And that's actually pretty handy. So I wouldn't get in a huge hurry to get rid of the ship. Okay, I want to board the starship and consult diagnostics. I played enough that I don't do a lot of reading, I just kind of blow through, and I think that may have got me messed up on my last game. So I'm going to read a little bit more in this one, so I don't embarrass myself by getting too horribly stupid. Alright. Hermetic seal. Okay. Distress beacon cache. Alright. E to exit again. And I'll come over here. It's nicely tagged it for me. Did I grab that? Yeah, I guess I did grab that stuff. Alright, take the planetary chart. Go back into inventory. And there's our planetary chart. Hit E to plot the route.
Navigational data received.
And there's our marker. Your main quest stuff usually has that little funky whatever that is symbol. And I already see one sodium on the way over there. One over here and one over to the left as well. And I forgot to cue. Alright. That looks a little more dramatic too when you do it that way.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, I'll grab this one. Is it still... Where? Oh, it just went away, but it's right about here. I will hopefully see the globe. Well, I can just hit C again, and after I hit C, I can see where it's at. Alright, sodium-rich plant. Now, back off to go grab our hermetic seal. And I'm gonna guess this is oxygen right here. Oh, great. Radioactive supercell. I'm gonna need all my sodium if that's very far away. One nice thing is, I think this is a jetpack boost flower right about... Yes. Alright. Jetpack power surge detected. And I'm in the middle of a radioactive storm. Okay, I hit the ground rather harder than I wanted to anyhow, but I'm gonna run for a sec. Super boost. No, not super boost. Just jetpack only. I don't know how much further. 370 units. And I'm blowing through this very quickly. Oops, I didn't need to do that, but I can do that. Oh, what happened? Alright, I don't like that lightning, because in this game the lightning sometimes hits where you're at and does some pretty severe damage. This terrain is not helping me one bit. Alright, I'm gonna make it to the building before I die, which is good. Dying isn't horrible in this game, at least not in normal mode, but it's annoying.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Okay, let me... Universal Language Database. Terminal online. Lifeform Dictionary available. We'll learn a word. We learned the Korvax word for Korvax. Of the three main races in this game, you'll eventually see there's some slight architectural differences. So, like in this building, you'll eventually recognize this is the Korvax one. They got Cameron, Viking, and alright. Of course the logs are corrupted, everything's broken. Even recording. Leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Supplies are damaged. Can't find ship. Let's recover supplies. I don't know why you have the option to leave without them, but if you wanted to do that, sure, go ahead. Alright. That's kind of your question to the whole game. Who was here before? I don't really need to restore a shield because it's already at maximum for being in here. Alright. Let's come over here. Just out of curiosity, see if there's anything in this building. Ah. Encrypted navigation data. Now some of the chairs you can sit on. I don't know why you would need to. There's no need to rest in this game. Alright, I don't know what I hit. It may have been E that got me back out of the chair. Now this kind of chair, all you can do when you hit E is spin it around. Pointless, but hey. Alright, anything else around this building? Sometimes there's save points, broken machines you can get nanites and what have you from. This time, no, I don't see any of that, so I guess we just need to, do I have the analysis visor? No, it requires installation.
Radiation protection.
Okay, carbon nanotubes. Okay. Now that's good reason to have all that carbon. Now this is just technology slots inside your multi-tool. So we're going to go back to the exosuit. Can't go to the starship because we're too far away. Alright, so carbon nanotubes, click in here again, and a carbon nanotube. Now you'll notice we do have hermetic seal we can make, but it requires condensed carbon, which I have nowhere near enough yet, but we'll work on that. Alright, now let's go back to multi-tool. Oh, alright, E to install technology. I really don't want, well, I'll change that.
Technology installed.
Alright, analysis fiber? Fiber? I need more analysis fiber in my diet. Okay, I don't think it makes any difference where I put this. If you have related items, you put them together, you get bonuses. But apparently the analysis visor and the scanner are not closely related enough. Alright. Analyze objects for rewards. So, hit F, and I left click, scan that. What's this other mode? 3. Oh, that's the target sweep. It's kind of a newer addition. I didn't think about that being available early in the game. Alright, salt. You can actually use that for several different things later on in the game. Primary and secondary elements. When you're only looking for the primary or secondary, then the others can tend to clutter up your inventory, but anyhow. Okay, your starship. There it is. Now what? Oop. Nope, didn't do that. I just stuck a... whatever. Pick it back up. Navigation marker. E. Okay, there. Alright, now there's a creature over here. That flashing red dot, I guess. There we are. I can scan it. The notes are kind of amusing at times. Produces. That can come in handy. Wild milk. You can use that to make nutrient processor recipes later. Some of them give you eggs. Alright, uranium can be used to charge some things on its own. It can also be used for other stuff. Just bump my mic. There's a plant I haven't scanned yet. There it is. And it's carbon and gamma root. Interesting. I didn't get the secondary element unless you see it. So if you haven't scanned it, you only get the primary?
Radiation protection.
I don't know if I ever really paid attention to that before or not. Alright.
Technology recharge.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and recharge this.
Recharge.
Oop, wrong thing. Recharge. Hazard protection, more sodium.
Recharge.
I should probably be looking for more sodium too. There's some right over here. Alright, it's a bit bugging me to locate the ship. What's this guy? I've seen that one before. No, I haven't. Sometimes they all start looking alike. That one's totally different as two.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Right there. Okay, that one creates creature eggs. There's a plant. Typically the plants and animals will give you more units when you scan them than the minerals do.
Units received.
Right, 1,000 units. 4 out of 5 animals. That's another thing, is if you scan all the animals on a planet, if you hit escape here, and their discoveries, if I get that last creature discovered, I can receive a bonus of 1,250 nanites, and that's a fairly healthy bonus as far as nanites are concerned. Oh, I was looking for sodium, which is right here. I almost forgot about that. There's some up here. We have more opportunities to potentially get some stuff a little safer environment than this world, but pretty much every world has potential to kill you. Is this...
Units received.
Okay. I just lost that sodium already. Thought it was closer than that. Maybe not. Oh, it's right here. Well, since I've scanned another one, I'll go take a look at it. Alright.
Units received.
Okay, oops. I don't know what your range is on reaching stuff. It's absurdly far, but that comes in handy. Oh, guess I'll scan it first. Carbon and gamma root. Okay, so yeah, now I'm collecting gamma root now, which I was not before. So apparently if you don't scan it, you only get the primary element. Interesting. Thick skull and wild milk. Creature egg, covered in bristles. It's going to take me a while to get used to this short of a jetpack boost. I'm going to keep dropping to the ground a lot harder than I want. At least I haven't taken any hit points, just damage to the shield. Which I don't really know. Going there. No, I can't recharge it. Whoa, what just hurt me? Oh yes, of course it's falling. Alright, now add some more sodium. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow! That hurt a lot. Is that okay? Alright, dust and salt. While I'm here, anything else I need to scan? Oh. Cave marrow, giving me marrow bulb. Alright. Can I? It's not that far. Okay, I can jump out. Alright, dust and uranium. Even though a lot of these kind of start looking alike after a while, you'll eventually kind of get a feel for some of the stuff you have not scanned, even when you're on a different world with a similar looking rock or creature or plant or whatever. Alright. Guess my shield is recharged now, which is good with the way I'm bouncing around. Okay, my timing is way off for this. I can't wait to get the jetpack boosted. Okay, I am. I use the compass and analysis visor to navigate. Got that big ship-looking icon that goes on the screen anyway. I don't know unless you have that serious of a need to use the visor. Unless you're having difficulty finding it. Okay, repair the pulse engine. Alright, that's the part that's broken. Alright. Alright, right click, go back and see what it's saying. Pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. Construct a portable refinery. Now that's the most critical piece of information on this screen. Alright, we'll right click, jump out of the ship. Oh, I must have got that dihydrogen jelly out of one of the containers I opened. Okay, refiner. This is going to come in handy. Alright, so first off, oh, nope, it's not there. Z, there's our construction. Portable refiner, and I need a metal plating, of course, so I should have started out in the inventory and made a metal plating. Ah, wrong button, not Z. Left click. Metal plate. Okay, now Z and portable refiner is constructed. Drop it here someplace where it's happy. I'm going to... Okay, I gotta get a bit of fuel. I'll just skip straight carbon. Okay, you get a 2-to-1 ratio when you're... Well, actually, you know what? Too late. You get a 2-to-1 ratio on converting carbon to compressed carbon. And it's about 1/3 the use. So 34 versus 100 is kind of handy when you're using it. Okay, I need to make some ferrite dust into pure ferrite. Hit E to begin. 22 seconds later, I'll have... You may wonder why I'm using all my ferrite dust, but you'll see in a second. Pure ferrite, I'll put that back in my exosuit. Now I'll come over here for input, and I'm looking for there it is, the rusted metal. Now, you get 1 to 2, so it's going to take it a minute and 26 seconds, but after that, I will have 260 or so ferrite dust out of that. Okay, now I'm going to repair the launch thrusters now. Yeah, there it is. Pure ferrite. Alright, all systems functional, except for my mouth. Is there anything else I want to scan while I'm down around here? Well, that's making more ferrite dust for me. It's a cave. See if there's anything in this cave I have not scanned yet. Even better if it's a creature. Right, there's some of our hazardous plants. So, they give me oxygen and sodium, which are real handy. Now, the hazardous plants never give you any units for scanning them. It just helps you identify that they're indeed hazardous. And there's more hazardous ones over there. I'll go ahead because I can always use more oxygen and sodium, especially this early in the game. There's a lot of hazardous plants here. This is a good place to start out at, actually. What about that? I have not scanned it. That's got cobalt and pure ferrite. Oh. Now that is good, because ordinarily pure ferrite requires an upgraded laser. That's a nice way to get pure ferrite. Okay. One more hazardous plant up here. 4 down here, 3 or 4 over there. By the time I finish this, my refiner should be about finished making the ferrite dust from the rust. Let's see if this is something I can scan. Yes, it's got cobalt, which is what we use for making batteries, among other things. Cobalt and salt. I don't necessarily need the salt right now, but I can use the cobalt. You start getting into all these hazardous environments, you'll use a lot of cobalt making batteries. My mining beam is about to overheat. Back off a little bit, cool off, there we are. The UI, it's not bad. You just gotta kind of keep your eye on everything. Ferrite dust, uranium, cobalt, pure ferrite. Oh. Another, my aim moved. Silver and pure ferrite. Well, I'll eventually have a use for the silver, and right now I definitely will end up needing pure ferrite. Alright. Uranium is an alternate for charging your pulse drive in your starship. Tritium is your primary you will probably be using, which is actually real easy to get in space because pretty much all the asteroids have tritium. You can also get silver, gold, platinum. Alright, now I need to come over here. See how this is doing. Alright, 272 ferrite dust now. I must put some in my high capacity. Alright, now I'll right click. Pick up the fluor refinery, which you'll notice deposit the carbon right back into my inventory so I can use that carbon for other stuff. How much carbon have I got anyway? Oops. Ooh, geode. Those are handy. I didn't even see what that gave me. Might have been a little bit more pure ferrite. Alright, now I need to use W to take off. Seek answers among the stars. Holding W to go forward, hit shift to get up my booster, like afterburner. Alright. Now I'm in space. Alright, conflict level is testy. We've got a sustainable economy, which is, I think, a medium. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to hit X, come over here. I don't have any fuel in my hyperdrive, but this will show me, yeah, I got 2 stars, so that's medium. 1 star is low, 3 stars high. Kind of gives you an idea of the different stuff. Oops, I guess hit escape to get back out of that. I play too many games, and different ones do different things. And this one right clicks to get out of everything. Alright, where am I going? Test boost. I already did that. Hold space to test pulse engine. Alright. Alright, let's back it up pulse. Okay. Here's on of our... Yes, left click. I get a message. Okay, hit X. Starship communicators, F to select. Incoming transmission, all those 16s on the screen. Left click. Please identify yourself. I am... Well, identify yourself. What do I care? I don't know who I am. You're not alone. Follow the zip. Planetary coordinates. Okay, we'll include coordinate data. Alright, now I got a little bit of gold. That gold comes in handy for some stuff. Now this is a big asteroid. This is going to have more in the way of the metals. Some of the systems will have some interesting clusters, which are more likely to have platinum, which you'll need platinum on some of this stuff later too. Right now, I'm going to get the gold. Tritium hypercluster. Break those apart to get more tritium. I don't know of any other significant use for them. Okay. Now, under normal circumstances, just running into an asteroid doesn't do anything to you. Sometimes it'll take a ding out of your shield. I wanted to go to a space station, but that's not even showing it to me. So I'll just go to this signal source for right now and see what happens here. I'm having difficulty lining up. Alright, I'm just going to hit... Oh, I'll hit C to scan. Paradise Planet. Oh, that sounds much better. Alright, just hold down spacebar. We'll pulse over there. I'll want to recharge at some point. I'll wait. Until I jump out of pulse. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. I shall wait till I hit the ground at this point. Alright. I'm going full boost in for a minute. Back off boost. Back off the throttle. Start letting it slow down a bit. I'm slowing down more, hitting S. And hit E to land. Landing area not clear. How about here? No. Of course not. Why would anywhere near the landing area be clear? There we are. Okay, now I'm going to hit X while I'm in the ship. Go to recharge. I'll leave that alone, but the pulse engine I want to recharge. Tritium. Wait.
Technology recharge.
Launch thruster. Uranium. So I can do a lot of charging the launch thrusters with uranium, and I'm going to do that for now. Give it a little bit of extra charge. Okay, now E to jump out. I have... Okay, I've got that thing wanting to point me to where I'm going. Instead of let me scan. I can change modes, but I'll just go ahead and follow this for now. Knowledge stone. Seems bigger than... Get a better sense of the perspective of the size of things from this viewpoint. Because first person, these look a lot smaller. Corvax, Corvax, Corvax. Yun, yun, yun. A vision begins to take shape. Light streams from the metal shell. Glowing fog. They gesture towards me. We'll just accept the knowledge. Why not? A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. That explains the sizzling noises. Alright. And I still... I'm gonna go ahead and just follow this. Alright, I'm running. Q space, and big hit on my shield, of course. F, and I went off course. Life support systems at 50%. Alright, 200 units. Buried technology module. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that right now. Ooh. Is that sodium? Sure, I'll take some of that. Alright, 137 meters. It says units, but I'm pretty sure those are meters. Oh, 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 ouch. Oh, it's right here. I'll go ahead. Broken technology. Well, that's where I was going. Tapping in its broadcast into the void. Decipher the signal. Sure. Decoding. 16, 16, 16. No fuel in Kazuk. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No point. No choice but a Kazuk underground. Deployed base computer. Alright, base computer and the terrain manipulator. Now that's what we'll need for digging in the ground. Alright, we'll extract the plans. Base computer. Ooh, chromatic metal. Alright. I'm gonna go on over here. What do I got? Oh, save point. We'll save and chart. You get like 10 nanites from this too. And the navigation data. Those are not horribly useful. They have limited uses for bringing your starship in to a landing pad. You can always sell them to... Alright, carbon. Sure, I'll get some more carbon. Alright. Select terrain. Okay, we'll just go to the log like it says. We'll want to... Terrain manipulation. Install the terrain manipulator on the dihydrogen jelly and carbon nanotubes. Okay, right click. Let's just go into tab into our inventory. Not there. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead. To hit E. Whoops. No, not E. Yes, E. There. I don't know why it would change on me, but anyhow, okay, I'll put this in there. Now I just need to get dihydrogen jelly and carbon nanotubes. I'm gonna go to my inventory, and I have enough dihydrogen. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Z, get my portable refiner, drop it down, and actually, first thing I'm gonna do, go in here. I'm going to fuel it with the condensed carbon because that goes 3 times as far. In my input, I'm going to take my 280 carbon and use that to make condensed carbon. 140 condensed carbon. And 140 condensed carbon will be worth something like 300 and something. I'll go ahead and get some more carbon because I'll need plain carbon too. Alright, I just heard the refiner shut down too. But I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of dihydrogen since it's here. Scan that. Hostile patrols. That doesn't sound very friendly. Okay. Another rock. Okay, hostile patrols. That is talking about sentinels, and they will shoot you if they don't like you. And if you're mining materials, digging in the ground, shooting plants, shooting animals, whatever, they will not like you. So we'll just kind of keep an eye out for them. Okay, condensed carbon. Put some more up there. No, it's not going to let me do that, is it? Alright, so I guess I just have to stick this in my exosuit. I'll fuel it this way. Alright.
Technology recharge.
Alright, now, dihydrogen. Put that in there. I don't really want to do all this. Okay, it takes 30 dihydrogen. You know what? I will... Second thought, I'll go ahead and do all this because I'll show you something. We'll get it started. 3 minutes. It takes 1 minute to make every dihydrogen jelly. While it's doing that, I'm gonna do some more scanning, mining, what have you. That's ferrite dust. Cool. Let's get a little bit of that. Your stack levels on some of that stuff, like ferrite dust, is pretty high, so I'm not gonna worry too much. This point, I just don't want to go multiple stacks on it. I think it's $99.99 for the stack size. Okay, what does this plant give me? Carbon and star bulb. I really don't need star bulb right now. Ooh. Okay. Pure ferrite, paraffinium. So that's going to take an advanced laser to get unidentified plant. Carbon is something you will want to have a lot of. Fortunately, there's a lot of it on pretty much any world. What is hurting me? It seems to happen a lot more in this most recent updates. Ever since that, ever since the expedition. Okay, why is it saying it's carbon? Why is it saying it was unidentified? Weapon charge depleted. Alright.
Technology recharge.
Alright. I don't want star bulb. Let's see what that requires. Advanced laser. Biological entity. Produces fresh milk. Must be small. I hear it. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Unidentified plant. Primary carbon, secondary radon. I don't have any use for radon right now. I'll just go with carbon. Do we know that creature? Yeah, that one gets wild milk. Okay, carbon. think I scared it. Alright. These are probably cobalt. And we have a secondary element too. And I've got another like creature up there. Alright, ferrite. This is... I'm liking that. It's a very good combination for early game. Because otherwise you have to keep sticking ferrite dust in your refiner to make pure ferrite. So if I can mine it directly, that's a little handier. Not that I won't do some refining anyway at some point, but depends on the overall supply. If I can get enough of it, I'm not gonna have to do that very much. If at all. Oops, I got some marrow bulb. I don't need that right now, but I may be able to, can I? I was curious if I can eat it. I think I'd have to put it in a nutrient processor, which I can't make yet. Unidentified rock. Alright, does paraffinium. I don't really need paraffinium at this moment. Eventually you'll need great gobs of it, depending on what you're doing. Alright, what is this? Looks like ferrite dust, I bet. Yep. Let me go see what my refiner is doing. It's done. Okay. Now, I'll put this back in my inventory. Now, I'll show you something interesting here that I found in the wiki. 1 to 50. Took me 30 dihydrogen to make the jellies. But each jelly will give me 50 dihydrogen. So, I just turned 100 into 150, roughly. So now, we're back. Now I'm going to get 5 dihydrogen jellies out of this. Neat trick, really. Oops, I better fuel that thing up again. I don't know if it's got enough fuel to make it through that long. Alright, 5 minutes. That'll give me time to collect a little bit more carbon, ferrite dust, that sort of thing. Alright, that's already scanned. That sodium, we'll get that. Wait, is there something over here? Yes, that's another rock. Alright, dust, paraffinium, any get? Yep, that's it. A lot of these worlds will have very similar type stuff. My brain just shut down. Anyhow, you'll figure out some of the combinations that are relatively common on the different world types and be able to make a relatively educated guess as to what something has before you even scan it. That's typically going to be sources of carbon and a secondary element. In this case, you've got star bulb and radon. You can also find things like mordite and Vesium. And my throat is getting dry, so hopefully I'm not clearing it too much here and making this difficult to see, or hear rather. Suspecting my level of exhaustion is coming into play here. Alright, condensed carbon. If I can get it without the advanced laser, that's great. Once we get the advanced laser, it's not as much of a challenge. get where I left my refiner. It leaves a little streamer. You can kind of see it for a ways, but if you get too far away, it can be difficult to track down if you haven't tagged anything. Which I could do that. Let's see, I could do E right here. Boom. That was louder than I was expecting. I'm going to go and save just in case. Who to post? Alright, did I scan that? No, I didn't. I see some birds up there I can scan. Let's see, this one's close enough, hopefully. Yeah. That's nothing, you can get range upgrades on your scanner. Now, are all these the same type of bird? Yeah, looks like it. Hazardous flora. Of course, oh, I didn't scan the hazardous flora. I scanned another one because I got carbon. Hazardous flora would, in this case, be oxygen. Only the ones that kind of around the cave areas are either oxygen or sodium. The ones that are remain above ground are strictly oxygen. And I don't know where that hazardous plant went. Did I see another animal over here? Yes, there it is. Now the birds don't have any produces. Any creature will give some sort of meat typically when you kill it. Which I'm not concerned about that right now because I don't have the nutrient processor. Notice my navigation marker. Biological entity. Leopard fruit. That's probably a predator. It's reckless. Now, whether it'll actually be aggressive towards me is kind of up in the air. Some of the predators are, some are not. Is that my hazardous plant? No, that's an animal again. I know I saw a hazardous plant. Up on the ooh, must be stuck in the middle of that rock. If it is, it'll make it difficult to scan. Oxygen. Oh, I scanned it. I just can't see it. Alright. Let's go back and check on the refiner. And it is done. I have 5 dihydrogen jellies now. Pretty much out of fuel in there. Don't worry about that at the moment. I'll just pick it up. Put that away too. Put another one in. Can I? No, I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, installed terrain manipulator. Nanotubes. Geodes. Ionized cobalt. That comes in handy in some things. It used to be more handy, but I think there's something it still requires for crafting, and I don't remember what at the top of my head. Alright, 2 carbon nanotubes, I believe it said. Or my multi-tool. And yes, I am all set. Alright, terrain manipulator. Now I need copper, paraffinium, sentient plant. I will leave that alone for right now. Those draw as sentinels, and I really am not in the mood to deal with them at the moment. Very technology module. Oh, great. Now these can be used to purchase a lot of blueprints. closer. There we are. I'm stuck in the hole. Alright. Now eventually you will hit a point where you've got enough... Oops, I'm on the terrain manipulator, I want the mining beam right now. You'll eventually get enough salvage data that you'll buy every single blueprint there is, and then you can just sell the excess, give them away if you're in multiplayer, or if you just feel like throwing random stuff to random people when you're on the space anomaly, you can do that. I've off and on ended up with odd materials in my inventory because people running by will just throw stuff. I'm assuming to random people, unless they did a misfire and got somebody other than they planned on. I don't know. You can message, so I would assume that at some point if they gave something to somebody who didn't want to, they would have mentioned it and asked for it back. I don't see any copper around here. Impulse beams. Alright, let me get some more dihydrogen. You kind of, once you've got it, as long as you have fuel for your refiner, or you're using a base refiner, then you can pretty much make as much dihydrogen as you want, converting it into jelly and back and forth. It's just time consuming. But like every game, it's pretty much a time sink anyway. Where it does install. Alright, let me scan again, and I am looking for copper. Silver. Not. Of course, I would be in a spot where there's no copper. I can remove that beacon now. That was paraffinium. There's my ship. I guess in worst case I could get on board the ship and waste some fuel traveling a much further distance to look for copper. Alright. This requires advanced mining laser, of course. You can actually see with your scanner out quite a ways, so that means that copper is considerable distance away from me if I can't see it. There's a creature down this way. 80 some odd units away. I do have a light T, I think. Nope. That was G. I don't know what I just did. Oh yeah, I just changed it to terrain manipulator. There's the creature I don't know. It's highly intelligent, with magnetic teeth, and gives wild milk. Alright, I am still looking for copper. Ancient bones. Ooh, you know what? Why not? That'll be a source of extra income once I get to the space station. Man, I don't have enough juice in this jetpack to do much of a gentle landing. I'd really love to have one of the exocraft about this point. And it's carbon. Looks like somewhere over here. Is teeth for torch? Yes. Not that it helped, but... Whoops. Alright, go back to mining beam. G selects the active item in your weapon type area on your multi-tool. I've got some sort of rock I've not scanned yet, and where is it? There it is. Asphus flora. There it is. Primary element, oxygen. Oh, it's a Venus flytrap looking gizmo. None of them are very fun. The range on the bite on that thing is pretty impressive. Alright. Of course I can't do the big one, but the little ones I can. Little one right in front. Alright, now. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of digging resources in this game. Some of that background noises, I have no idea what they are. Alright, more sodium. My life support's almost. I'm gonna have to charge it. Oxygen. I gotta see how to make the life support gel. I think that's more efficient. Usually things like that are more efficient for charging things up. Alright, less than 200 units away from the natural burial site. I didn't even think. What's my inventory like? Yeah, a little light. I got technology spots I can use. Alright, let's go jetpack. I didn't even think about that. As protection. Life support. I should do those. Nope, doesn't help. Alright. Anything else? No. What's my cargo slot? Now the cargo are good for items that have stack limits, because then you can have like 2 stacks in there. Don't have anything that I have enough of to worry about right now, so. The cargo slots are also tend to be your most expensive slots when you're buying slots. So when you get free upgrades on your exosuit, that's gonna, you know, yeah, I can't even talk. That's usually where I'll go first. And the tech slots, and then after that, fill in the others. Your inventory, when you max out your exosuit, your inventory is very impressive. I think you got like 48 spots each on the, or something like that on the regular and the cargo, and almost as many on the other one. Alright, Alright. G for terrain manipulator. Shit bones. Approximately 733 years old. Alright, now. This... 879. 21. Okay, I have found that there's usually like 3 or 4 in a spot, so I'll go ahead and dig this up. That's 780. Same type of bone. I think the destination reached. Let's go ahead. Grab that one. Peculiar bone fragments. Now, does that do anything interesting? Alright. This will give me a big jump start on my units right off the bat. Those I'll use later. Alright, I need It's not silver. Where in the world is copper on this world? There, 299 units away. Did I scan that plant? No, I didn't. Just got to thinking, I think I scanned that on the other planet, but not on this world. So, and something's hurting me. I don't know what's hurting me. I don't know if maybe I'm on that steep of an incline. Running down. Oxygen.
Units received.
Alright, 40 units. Unidentified plant. We'll scan that. Maybe. There it is.
Units received.
It's another unidentified plant.
Units received.
See, how many units do I have now? 33,000, so... Yeah, those bones are gonna really boost my starting units up a lot. Alright. Instantly, if you don't have the terrain manipulator, it's... Oops. Terrain manipulator required. Okay. Alright. Grab as much copper as I can. For the most part, you don't need copper by itself. What you need is the chromatic metal you can refine out of it. There's a few rare instances that I can have run into stuff that use copper. There's more efficient ways of getting chromatic metal as you get deeper into the game. But copper's your easy start. Notice I just hit C for the scanner, and that copper shows up on that, which is kind of interesting. You kind of see areas you've missed. However, it always ends up seeming to show areas you've missed that I can't find, so it's a rough guide at best. One nice thing is all the silicate powder I'm picking up while I'm digging this hole. Your easy way of recharging your terrain manipulator when it runs dry is silicon powder. Alright, now I have... How much copper do I have? 382. Oh, nope, that's a sodium. 442 copper. Alright, so I drop down my refiner. Fill it up with some of this lovely condensed carbon.
Technology recharge.
I'm going to go ahead and grab all the copper and stick it in there. 1 minute, 19 seconds. We'll get 221 chromatic metal out of it. Which sounds like a lot, but trust me, you'll blow through that very quickly in this game. Don't want the terrain manipulator, I want the regular laser. Okay, that must be a solid. See if there's anything else I want to get while I'm over here. Knowledge stone. I'm going to do that. They slowly develop your vocabulary. I'm going to, just so it's easier to find, put the navigation beacon there. There it is. Well, you know, I'll go ahead and highlight it. E to tag. do the jetpack jump with no soft landing. Once I get upgrades on the jetpack, I tend to do a lot more in the way of reasonable landings. But for right now, that is not happening much. At least I haven't done significant damage because I only got 3 hit points to start with. You'll get upgrades, improve your armor and hit points. Assuming this is... There we are. Carbon. No. Ooh. I thought there was still... Okay. Ah! Ooh, I didn't see that one. Okay, let me grab the sodium. And the carbon. And I'm gonna grab the oxygen from that thing that just bit me. I saw this one over here. And I'm close enough it bit me as I'm shooting it. Wonderful. I guess those things are a nuisance. Unidentified material. Mineral, whatever. Alright. You know, I don't remember if I scanned the biting plant. Just out of curiosity. Not that the number of units makes that much difference, but... There's another one over here somewhere. Ooh. Okay. This is a whip plant. Well, at least that's what I call it. It reaches out and whips you. Now, it's possible some of those hits I was taking, maybe one of those things beating on me. So I've already scanned that one. That might have been what was hiding in that one rock I couldn't easily scan. This is the puffer. Actually, that's what I'll name them. Whippers, biters, and puffers. I don't see a biter at this moment. Something down here. I'll run over real quick just to see. It's a biter. And I think I have already scanned it. Yes, it's aggressive. Who would have guessed? Let me back up a little bit. Oh, shoot. It's a puffer. Some sort. I don't see it. Anyhow, alright. I'm gonna shoot the biter. Get that sodium next to it. Then find my way back to that navigation beacon. I think I just got hit by another plant. So for a paradise planet, this paradise has an awful lot of hostile plants. I must have hit that plant briefly when I jumped. Grab some more dihydrogen. I can always use more. Technically I have an unlimited supply, but if I already have it, it's handier. Because in order to have that technically unlimited supply, I right now have to have a technically unlimited availability of carbon. So, whoa. I'm peaking somehow. Alright, I have chromatic metal. The carbon lasted just long enough. Alright. Alright, I need to claim a site for construction. To be brutally honest, this first base is not, like, overly useful anyhow. But let me at least find a level spot. And yes, you can do some leveling and such and digging with the terrain manipulator, but sometimes the terrain grows back. So if you're in the middle of where the terrain was, you come back later, your building might be full of the terrain that you dug out. So I tend to try to do my base building at ground level. Once I can build the parts that have stilts and all that, then I'll do those. This is not very level, but I really don't care, because I think this is going to be close enough. I'll scan this unidentified plant. There's not any real ideal places on this world, probably, at least not handy. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna build my base computer right here. Okay. E to interact. And searching for cartographic archives. I cannot talk. Sonar test confirms it's suitable. They're always suitable unless there's another base. I don't even know if you can... I don't think you can place it on somebody else's base. There's a limited radius where no edits by anyone else is allowed. So, okay. Now interact with it again. Now it gives a random name. You can change it, but I'm not going to mess with it on this. Alright, need to zip bat stoon. Extract plans. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, that's a beginning. Oh, decoration. I didn't even realize that. Like I say, I a lot of times don't even read these. I haven't done much with the early game in a while, so... Okay. Build foundation materials. Okay, we will... Let's build a floor. I'm gonna have plants in the middle of my floor. Or dirt in the middle of my floor. Let me start up here, that way I minimize what's in there. Snap these on there. Oh. Oh, shoot. Let me build some walls on the roof real quick. Let me build a door. Build it there. Build a wall. Not there, there. Okay, it's getting... Okay, I need roof parts. I'll just do a flat timber roof. Don't want it over there, I want it here. Oh, come on, line up. Yes, I'm trying to finish building my roof so I can get under the protection. Oh, come on. That might actually be better in first person. Okay. Good. Now, I'm gonna... I'll just do regular timber walls the rest of the way around so it matches. Okay, why am I not... Still got carbon. Where's it going? It's not snapping well. There. Alright. There. Okay, now I've got a nice dark house. Can I build... Floor containment. No generators, no lights, no nothing yet. Okay. Great. How much carbon have I got left? Quite a bit. I'm gonna go out into the storm to my base computer. Lovely. I didn't think about that. Should have probably tried to find a way to put the base computer inside. Alright. Largely success, salvage data plans, extract plans. Oh, good. Weather's clearing. Okay. Construction research unit. Expanding the base. Okay. I need pure ferrite. I think I've got enough of that. Let's see. Oh, I need magnetized. Okay, so... That sounds very unnerving, whatever that creature is. Or creatures, okay. Alright, magnetized ferrite. So, carbon up my fuel inverter again. Grab a little bit of pure ferrite, how much I need. To check that. I'm gonna do that real quick. Back out. Alright. See. Construction unit says it wants 20. Okay, good. So I'm only gonna make 20 because I am running tight on my inventory. So drop that in there. Now I'll pick it up again and hit S. Hit it again, there's 20. Alright, now. Oh shoot, I need 20, so I need... Here we go again. So I'll need 40 of these. Alright. Drop it in. S, 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 S. There we are. That'll give me 20 magnetized ferrites. That was quick, which is good. Although the timing sucked because I was trying to grab us a quick sip there because my throat's dry, but... Alright. I'll leave that there in case I gotta make something else. Alright, construction unit. I don't know if it... Oh, I need a carbon nanotube. Alright. Left click in here, make a carbon nanotube. Alright, now... Do this again. Construction unit. I could probably put that in the house. Actually, I might. May as well. Got nothing else to put in there right now. Oh. I need stairs. Who needs stairs when you have a jetpack? Alright. Construction. Okay, now the storms are going to come back to back. Lovely. Good thing I put that in here. Equipping you. Okay. I've already gotten 3 of them. I need to get a bunch more. Several hundred, actually. Ooh. Core habitation. I don't need the teleporter right now because I don't have any power. I don't need any more timber wall parts. Shoot. Oh. Okay, so base teleporter. I'm gonna need that after all. Because that's my starting point. I thought I had 3. Maybe it was only 2. Okay. Alright, I need to call my starship up. Hope it's got fuel. Here's about as good a place as any to land it. Alright, I hit F, moved over. Ah! Okay, go to that, summon vehicles, go up. There it is. I'll drop it there. While it's coming in, I'm going to grab this oxygen that's over here. Meanwhile, I'm being boiled by a 98.2 degrees Celsius storm. Which is... yeah, boiling. Okay. Your base can be renamed. I don't want to rename it. Am I supposed to take off? Let me see what see what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright. Guess I'm supposed to be getting more salvage data. During a storm. That ain't gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna kind of fuel. Oops. I need fuel. I'll break those up. Can I... what's it take? I've got plenty of dihydrogen, I just need a metal plating. Alright. So, starship launch fuel. Put that in there. You know what? I'm not using the... I thought I did. No, I was a suit. Alright, let me put this in here. Just in case I want that cargo space. Okay, I gotta keep remembering to hit E to move those. You also gotta watch because you have dismantle on some of them. Like the rocket launcher, that's a buildable. This one you can't. Pulse engine and launch thruster, and I think your basic shield. None of those can be dismantled, which is good. Storm clearing. Oh, in that case, maybe I will look for somewhere very... Ooh, that was interesting. I jumped out on top of the roof. Okay, I want... okay, there'll be a salvage technology right next to that broken machine over there, so I'll just go over there. Hey, that almost worked. I hit the ground at a reasonable speed. Oh, here we are. Okay, I've traveled 8 kilometers already on foot. Now, I'm going to go ahead, change to the terrain manipulator, get this buried technology module here. They give you random mounts, usually from 1 to 4. This one gave me 2. Okay, a few more probably, but I'll go ahead and grab this too. I can always use nanites. I don't need Fecium right now, but alright, your base can rename. Yes, I know it can be renamed. Alright, do I have another buried technology module near? That's more bones. Buried cache, I don't really need. What was that? It's paraffinium, never mind. Buried technology module. Debris. 5 minutes. I don't know what the difference is. I'll aim for that. Let's see if the debris is before or after. What is this? Silver. I don't need that right now, really. Should have remembered that it would be silver because there's no cobalt on this world, at least in mineable deposits. It's only part of the rocks that are in the caves, or near the caves, pretty much. Ooh. Carbon and oxygen. Double tasty treat. Alright, now was that debris at? It said it was 5 minutes away. I honestly have no clue. I was curious what the debris really was, because sometimes those debris are like the broken machines. I don't even see it on the scanner now. Unless maybe that debris was the machine I was standing at. But it said 5 minutes away. I don't know. Anyhow. Getting close. Closer. Carbon and radon. Alright. Very technology module. And I need the terrain manipulator. I got 2 again. I'm getting 2 on every single one so far. Alright, let's see. How far is that one? 121. That's good. We'll go grab that one. I honestly am thinking about running on up to the space station. Just hit another plant. Those vicious, evil, horrible plants that like to attack you. Is there 2 of them? A bonus. Alright, I'm gonna head back. I wonder if it's actually wanting me to rename base. I don't remember doing that. It has been a while since I've really done the early game, and especially since I've tried to pay attention during the early game. $400 meters. I don't remember what the milestone is. But there's like a bunch of milestones. When you max the milestone, you walk like, I don't remember how many kilometers, 100 or 1,000, I don't know, something like that. Well, I don't want to deal with that plant. I was going to put something in here and I forget what. Let's see. What did I want to put in the refiner? Sodium, no. Can't remember. Oh, I know. Viscous fluids. You process the different fluid, those goos and stuff, and they, eventually you'll get nanites. There's like a green goo. Sure, why not? Green goo habitat, sure, we'll call it that. I have no idea why it wanted me to rename it, because it's definitely not necessary. What else have I got here? I got Fecium. I can't do that in there. It's my cargo. Alright. Okay. I have nothing in the cargo except for that. I'll probably spin this soon, but the salvage data has a fairly low... Looks like you can put like maybe 20. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the cargo so that way it does twice as many. Okay. Now, I put that, it's a living slime. Right. 60 of those. That'll give me runaway mold. After runaway mold, the next step is nanites. So, it'll give me some nanites. Those come in handy purchasing a lot of your different upgrades. Teleport construction. I can't. Why is it wanting me to build a teleporter? I need to have power. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build torch. You know what? Doesn't matter. I'll put it right there. Got plenty of carbon. Another there. Ooh, I should have zapped that rock first. Okay. I'm gonna put a. What have I got here? I want to put power. I don't have the. I thought I. Oh, I didn't. I need. Put that inside, didn't I? All right. I am really losing it here. Okay. I want that there. Nanite clusters. I'm gonna get 12 of them. That doesn't sound like a lot, but considering the fact a lot of things only give you like 10 at a time anyway. Which it's done already. Okay. That was quick. Alright, 12 more nanites. Honestly, I'm gonna... really wish I could make stairs. Alright, I'm gonna... Analysis unit online. Build technology. I want biofuel reactor. You know what? I'm gonna go and do a save beacon. Electrical wiring. Oh, yes. Oh, I need 2 more for a solar panel. Got enough gold. Alright, I am halting everything for a moment because I'm not going to make a biofuel made. Those things eat up way too much carbon. Salvage data, salvage data. Natural berry site? No. I need salvage data. Where's the closest one? Of course it won't be close because I've already grabbed it all. Where's a farther one? But come on. I need to get a scanner upgrade in like the worst way possible. Knowledge stone. I don't think I've visited that one, so I'll visit that one and see if I can find buried technology modules near that. Ooh, I am needing to recharge my life support. Alright, knowledge stone. Learn another Korvax word. Not that you truly need them, but when they talk to you, you understand them better if you know their words. What was that? Was that unidentified plant? There it is. Delicious carbon. Alright. Ah. You know what's bad is when you're trying to shoot a sentinel that's attacking you and you hit it with the terrain manipulator beam instead. Okay, I have debris. I'm going to tag that debris. It says 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Which means it's probably going to be a ways away, but I want to see what it is. If nothing else, it'll probably give me some more salvage data, because if it's what I think it is, then there'll be one nearby. Usually within about 20 units or so. These are some steep hills. Some of these worlds are like almost impossible to, because of the steep hills they have. You know what? There's water down there. I wonder if there's a creature in the water, because if I I don't remember how many creatures I have left to get, and I'm not gonna go look at the moment because I'm too busy trying to run down this hill. I'm still over 1,000 meters away. Get another kilometer in on my steps milestone. I'm gonna be going so far that I'm gonna end up calling the ship to get back to the base because I won't feel like walking that far. Fortunately, I just fueled it up. You can't summon it if it's not got fuel in the launch thrusters. Okay. Shift to run again. Are those like plants I can scan? Oh shoot, one of the whip plants. No, that's it. Does not seem to be. Okay. And I just took out most of my shield with that ball. Alright, I'm gonna look in this puddle over here. Nope. There's a biter. Did that thing bite me from that far away? Beach. Heh. Okay, I've traveled 10 kilometers already. Okay. Now let's go under here. Metal content. There's a plant. I was really looking to see if there was another creature, because I'd really like to get the nanite bonus for the creatures. But I'm not seeing any creatures in this water. May not be a big enough body of water. Where's my marker at that I was navigating towards? I don't see my marker, but I see a couple more knowledge stones, so if I'd grab the words from them. You get some milestones for the number of words you learn. I'll try to orient myself and see where my... There's my ship. So I should have been heading this direction. There it is. I thought I'd already tagged that. Wonder why I untagged it. Nope. Another hostile plant. At least it's not screaming, "Feed me Seymour," so... that would be disconcerting, to say the least. Alright. 300 units. All this for a couple more salvage units. I am. Barely made it up that hill. Alright, we have... I bet I've scanned that creature already. Yes. It's highly intelligent and has fresh milk. That's the way I like my creatures. Ooh, yes. Boom. Alright, I have debris here. It's got PC megathers, it's got ooh, living slime. Gonna run out of room, but anyhow. I should have somewhere near here, hopefully. There's a buried technology module, 365 units away. There should be one right next to this. Why am I not seeing it? 340, 383. Usually within about 20 or 30 meters of these things, there's a buried technology module. It's interesting. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to see a buried technology module here. It's only 200 units away. You know, I go ahead and go to that. Alright, where am I? Oh, goodness. 55 units, 52 units. Have I really been recording for 2 hours? I know it gets off to a kind of a slow start, but I didn't realize it's slow. Okay, I'm hitting that land. Alright, there we are. Technology module. Buried cache. Alright, let's see what I salvage data to. Suspicious scanner module. You know what? If I have a space to put that, multi-tool. Yes, I have a spare space. Beats having it in my inventory. I don't care what it does at this point. Okay, that gives me 32% extra scan radius. That's good. Alright, now I'm looking for, it's like 200-300 meters away, 268 meters away. It's interesting that there was no technology module next to that. 300, 374. Alright, I'm gonna go for one of these over here. It's a little closer. Wow, I guess I have been going a couple hours. Interesting thing is I haven't seen any sentinels yet. Alright, more buried technology models right next to each other. What is this? Organic structure. Beam. A hairy lump. Processed protein. Alright, cytophosphate. I don't need that right now, but... Alright, how many... I'm up to 12 salvage data. That's good for now. How far away am I? Goodness. Alright, I'm gonna land the ship here. I'll expend a little bit of fuel. Why does it look like I have a... Nope, no freighter on. Okay. It looked like I had a freighter the way it was highlighted. Oh, I'm gonna run straight into this cliff. I'm not watching it. Okay. Where is... Okay, there's my base. I must have left that beacon somewhere close by. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a landing pad, but... Okay. That was a little further away than I wanted to be, but actually it's not too bad. Shoot. Alright. I'm gonna make this easier. Z. Angled door. Although, you know what? I need to, what is it? C, toggle. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna put a door right here. That'll make it a lot easier to get in and out. Okay, now I want to come in here. Buildable technology, and I want solar panel and battery. I'm gonna need more magnetized ferrite. That's okay. Signal booster. That'll come in handy too. Oh man. Alright. So, magnetized ferrite. I need, was it 60 of them? Go back for a second. There's my power tab. I need, yeah, 60. So I need 120. Oh, alright. Pure ferrite. Oh, that's going to be most of that. About 14 seconds. I need 2 metal plates, I think. 1 metal plate. On the battery, I just need condensed carbon and okay. I would like to have a couple more batteries and a couple more solar panels, but I think one of each is going to be enough to start with. Okay, I need a panel. Solar panel. Went around at daylight before I get the solar panel made. Alright, now I've made both of those. Hit Q to get wiring, and okay, now I've got power ramping up. So now, what do I need? Okay, I want to make the teleporter, because it wants me to. 4 metal platings, 2 carbon nanotubes. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Oh, I can put some stuff in the starship too. I'll do that now. I got room. That. Part of the reason why I cleared up inventory in there, wasn't it? Okay. Okay, I'm hitting E each time when I'm on top of those to replicate it. If I hit E in the wrong spot, it'll change my tabs on the inventory. Okay, now I should have that. And where am I gonna put this thing? I'm just gonna stick it in the middle of the floor here. I could stick it outside. I'll just put it in here. I just don't want to put it up against the wall, because then you end up teleporting. Alright, Q again. Then you end up teleporting out the back of the wall when you come in. Okay, I am not going to be using that much. Alright. Fuel the biofuel reactor. Ha! That's what it thinks I did. Alright, I've been going over 2 hours. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and shut this down. Oh. You know what? I'll go ahead. I am going to jump in the ship and jump back out so it saves. And at that point, I'm going to shut this down.